Hey, are you traveling during the holidays? Me too. I wanted to share with you some of my best tips to keep healthy and enjoy your time away because right now is such a busy time. The last thing you want to do is get sick, and you want to really be able to enjoy any time that you have away, and you want to not need a holiday from your holiday, especially during over the holidays. So my number one tip is to stick to your sleep schedule as best as possible. I use lavender oil, and I like to put it on my hands and inhale it. You can put a couple drops on your pillow. You can pick up lavender oil, and essential oils are becoming more and more popular. You can pick them up in, I know you can get them in drugstores here in Canada. I'm sure you can all over the world. So lavender oil is really, really helpful. You want to keep your room cool. 67 degrees Fahrenheit is a nice temperature for sleeping. And I know it's super sexy, not, but the eye masks to help you to black out the light really helps, especially when you've got some time changes. So keeping a regular sleep schedule is going to help you to feel rested and at your best wherever you are. If you can, I'm going to just sound like no fun, but try and stick to your nutrition plan. Sometimes people, as soon as they think they're traveling, they hit the Annie's pretzels as soon as they get to the airport. You won't feel your best when you're traveling or anytime if you're, really deviate from your nutrition schedule. And during the holidays, it's there's enough deviations and special things going on. So try and stick to the 80-20 rule. Choose the times that you're going to go off your nutrition if it's a special evening, special meal, special celebration, and we've got lots of those coming up during the holidays. But for the most part, keep to that 80-20 rule where 80% of the time you're on your game and 20% you might deviate. The third thing is don't overschedule yourself. I know if you're traveling or if you're going to see friends or family or even if you're on business, sometimes you just jam pack your schedule, and so then when you get home you're totally exhausted, or it's just such a whirlwind you can't even enjoy yourself. So try and stick to a reasonable schedule, knowing what your energy, like plan the busy things when you've got energy. Give yourself a bit of a break, and remember that you're trying to keep to your regular sleep schedule. You want to plan on stepping into holiday mode, especially if it's a holiday. So if you can, as much as possible, line up those ducks at home so that when you return, you don't have a mountain on your desk. Or say, for example, I'm going away, and whenever I do, I usually try and schedule out some things or plan some things so that I don't have to work while I'm on my holiday. And when, those first day or two when I get back, I don't feel like I'm, just overworked, because I know what it can be like, and I know what it's like for you as well, that you end up with it. It's sometimes that, you're afraid to go away because you're going to have this mountain of work on your desk. So if you can plan as much as possible to alleviate that workload when you get back, that would be great. This is another super non-sexy thing, is just to wash your hands a lot. There are so many germs out there, so try to keep washing your hands. Maybe keep the antiseptic, that stuff in your purse if you need to. Try and keep your hands out of your nose and off your face, because we're on an airplane. We're susceptible to all those germs. Oh, sorry about the barking dogs. I don't want to be a germaphobe, but I really am extra diligent in washing my hands, especially when I'm traveling, because it's no fun to be sick when you're traveling, when you're home, period. And, especially if you are sleep deprived, your immunity can be a little bit lower. So make sure to wash your hands. Plan ahead, look at your calendar, and pack accordingly. I know that once I forgot to bring gym shorts, and so I ended up having to go buy. I couldn't even believe it, because I always plan on working out. So if you're planning on working out, plan on a gym outfit, plan your shoes, so make sure that your bag is packed with the essentials. It sounds silly, but You know, sometimes I know the night before, I travel a lot, and sometimes the night before I'm throwing things in a bag. I have a pretty good system, but I usually have a list going of what I need. And the last thing is just plan a positive attitude, because there are flight delays and weather issues, and sometimes you're going to see relatives and they might not be your BFFs. So, you know, just if you have that positive attitude and go with, you know, kind of go with the flow a little bit more than usual when you're planning, it really helps. And here's a tip is I usually have a backpack, like a carry-on, but I always have in my backpack, I always have my jump rope. And I remember once in the San Francisco airport, I had like a 5-hour flight delay, and I just got out my jump rope and I did a workout. I always travel in comfortable clothes, and I got my jump rope out and I did a workout in the waiting area. And it was so funny. It was like a 10-minute workout. But it helped me cope with the stress of, you know, just sitting around. I couldn't stand it anymore. But by the time I was done, 2 other people were working out with me. So yes, you're going to look like a little bit of a freak, but honestly, I think, and then 2 people joined me with that workout, and several others came up and said, wow, good for you. So, you know, don't even care what people think. If you're on a flight delay and you've got that jump rope, you don't even need a jump rope. You could be doing push-ups or, you know, wall sits and burpees and all kinds of things in a little quiet corner. That's what I do. So just having that positive attitude, just making the best of things really help. I hope that you have an amazing holiday season coming up. We're going into December and it's such a busy time. So just a few thoughts. I'm going to be, I have a little holiday getaway coming up for a few days, and I will keep you posted on that. And you have an awesome day. I'll write up some of those tips for you. Oh, and also, I have lots more tips in my book, Lose Your Menopause Belly. If you don't have my book yet, good news and bad news, I'm out of the hard copy, but you can get a digital copy, and it's less expensive, and you get an instant download. It's a very quick read with lots of great tips. I am going to tell the dogs to be quiet now. Have an awesome day.